into your first week of the fitness camp, and what you can do is take things, change emotion. So obviously the best thing you can do is get yourself in front of a mirror or a white wall and get someone else to take it around 2-3 meters away with a digital camera that's got quite a good lens. An iPhone these days is good, any sort of smartphone, okay, and make sure you can clearly see all the bits you want to change, okay. So obviously wearing as much or as little as you feel comfortable, but trying to really show those bits you really want to change. So why do you take them? It's instant motivation, okay. As soon as you see that thing in front of you, you know, that body that you want to change, you will be instantly motivated. Because when you see the after photo, you will feel absolutely fantastic. And I can guarantee the clients who haven't taken the photos regret it so much when they haven't done it, okay? It also makes you accountable. You know, there's a good book for our body, and it's called the Harajuku moment. And then when you see that photo and you realise, you know, you really want to change that body, it makes it real. I guarantee it doesn't make it real unless you take that photo, and even more so if you email it to your trainer, okay? It makes you further more accountable. You know you've sent it, you know they're going to be asking for your after photo, so it makes you further more accountable. Obviously, you don't have to send it to them. If you have a real big hang up and it's sort of making you feel sick of the thought of doing it, maybe it's not the best thing for you, but at least take it yourself. And also, it is the most essential form of measuring, okay? You know, when you take that before and the after photo, you can see how much you've changed. And if any of you have seen some of our before and after photos from the fitness camp, they've been absolutely fantastic. Okay, what else do you need to do? Oh, here we go. Here's the average sort of before and after photo. I'm not going to claim this as my own, okay? Because this is what I use just as an example, because it's a very, very good sample, okay? The girl here, she's taken 3 photos, okay? This one here in front, okay? She's on a white wall, okay, she's in a black, all in black, so you can see where sort of her hips and thighs are, and her legs. She's taking a side photo, okay, and she's taking a back photo as well, because these are the bits she wants to change. To be honest, I reckon in 28 days I could have done better results than that. Whee! Okay, measurements, okay, why are these important? In terms of body transformation as well, you want to see some physical, you know, figures, which are very motivational. Getting the tape measure out, okay, and measuring the points on your body, and keeping a sort of chart of them, okay. You can get one of them from us. It's definitely extra accountability. What you might find is that you might be quite slender and you only want to maybe lose an inch off your thigh, but you also might want to see how much you can lose off your waist, okay. And I see in those some guys just use belt buckles or clothes. Some ladies love to see those sort of inches dropping down, okay. And we need to know what's working and what isn't. So if you don't take these measurements and you're doing it the desired way, you're doing everything we're asking, you're sticking to the workouts, you're sticking to the food, you think you're doing well, but nothing's changing, we need to know. So it's an essential sort of tag for us to see how you're getting on. So the scales alone aren't good enough, okay? So where do you take these measurements? So your waist, your bum, your legs, and you could do your arms and your chest as well. But your waist, your bum and your legs, okay, is definitely ones to be doing. And there's sites you can be doing there. So that's obviously the picture there is the waist, the belly button part, okay, your navel. That's your hips, okay, that's your thigh. And moving on, okay, measurements as well. It's not only just your physical measurements we measure at the fitness camp, we look at psychological ones as well, because without a goal, you know, it's like getting on a journey without a destination. You're driving without any sort of main aim. So you would be best to goal set at the start of your program. What exactly do you want? What exactly do you want? Be real specific, and don't be scared of being ambitious with what you want to do. When do you want it by? Give yourself a deadline, okay? Normally I would go with the first 5 weeks and see where you're at, then maybe think about with a 6-month commitment, and we can make bigger goals then. Why? Why do you do it? Because if you don't do it, again, you're just sort of giving yourself the opportunity to opt out, not engage, give yourself an excuse to do all these things, and it's really important to have done this all. So give yourself, a physical situation. We've got, I've done doing this video in October now. We've got Christmas coming up. I want to be standing in my party dress in December, feeling like I'm smoking hot, and I've got the curves that I wanted, and I'm in a size 12 dress, and my heels look fantastic, and I look tall and slender. And having that sort of image in your head to work towards will motivate you beyond belief, and you'll have that image in your head. My personal one was when I went to Ibiza in the summer. I wanted to have a 6-pack. I wanted to have ripped obliques, and I wanted to look the way I wanted to when I had my top off. And this should take some time. It's not something you should just sit down and sort of your 5 minutes, just write a few dribble things just to please me. Really think about what makes you happy. When you are happy, you are far more motivated, and you'll stick to the program far more effectively. Okay, this is my goal. Okay, this is the one I've written here for an example. I want to gain 7 kilograms in muscle whilst remaining at sub 10% body fat. So I don't want to bulk up like a bodybuilder or look like all those fat people in the gym. I want to stay lean. I want to do this so I can compete in my sport while looking good and feeling confident about my body. I do weightlifting, so I wanted to increase my muscle in my legs. I want to increase the size of my chest by 2 inches by my 25th birthday in May. I also aim to snatch 80 kilograms by 2012. So what I did here, I actually even had an outcome related to my exercise, because like some of you do, all of you do a fitness test at the start of your program. You'll do it's a 5-minute long fitness test, and you might only do 2 rounds of the fitness test on the first time you do it. You might want to aim to I want to do 5 rounds of the fitness test, and I want to be able to do 5, 10 or 20 full, big boy push-ups, I call them, okay? Putting these things as well in, these performance-related goals, okay, will also help majorly. Also, look at goals about your sleep. I want to sleep all the way through the night, 7 hours without waking, compared to my current 3. I don't want to have to go for a wee at 5 o'clock in the morning. I want to be able to go to bed and wake up and feel like I want to bounce out of the bed, not be dragged by my heels by my partner out to go to work. Okay, these things all really, really matter. Okay, action step 4, use the membership site. The one we've got on the moment is it's the Facebook group. You can really interact with that. The more you engage with that, the more you put up pictures of your food, the more you put, questions about what you're getting wrong, what you're getting right. The more you ask your trainer stuff, the more you will get out. As trainers have spent thousands on our education, and what you're doing is for the price you pay for the month, you can ask as many questions as you want, okay? And we'll answer them. And if I don't answer them, or one of the other trainers doesn't answer them, one of the members who's probably asked the same question before will answer that within 2 minutes. You could be in Tesco looking at, can I buy sea salt? Yes, you can buy sea salt, sort of thing. And that's how we use that membership site. There we go. Read through it and familiarise yourself with Facebook. Facebook is, it can be a bit of a tool that is sort of annoying on your phone all the time. You might get alerts all the time, but if you're looking to get great results, it's an amazing tool to help you out. So as much as you want to do well, engage with it. And if you get advice off a trainer or off another member, write it down, and look at the things that you should be doing, and have them up on your kitchen cupboards, or about in the house, or you get them written down on your phone. And you know what these are. In the first, in the detox phase, you're looking to really clear out your body, and then that's what so we write these down, and then them, so you can make these choices about turning down foods that are not so great for you. 3 stages. Okay, managing blood sugar. Okay, what we're trying to do is avoid ups and downs of energy and hunger by having low GI food, so controlling your carbohydrates. Okay, so not having potatoes, having sweet potatoes, not having white rice, having brown rice, and having smaller portions, having veg instead of bread, and no sort of baked foods, okay, no wheat-based foods. Post-training, okay, and the occasional morning, having something like a banana is fantastic. Fruit in general is quite high GI, but berries are great. Avoid fat storing by doing this, okay? So this will help you burn fat, not store fat. Timing your nutrients, okay? On a training day, you have a protein and fat breakfast, carbohydrates definitely directly after camp. So going home and having a banana omelette after camp, or some organic steel cut oats with I crack an egg into mine. That's a bit of but what you're trying to do is you're having fat, protein, and carbs at every meal, pretty much. Okay. What you're trying to do in the evening is bring your carbohydrates right down. So fats before bed, okay, and a fat and easily digestible protein for tea. Fish and salad is great, okay? It's protein, fat, and salad, which is a very easily digestible protein, and you've got the leaves there as well. Fats before bed will help with hormone production. Ooh, everyone wants good hormones, especially the sexy ones. On a non-training day, okay, a fat and protein breakfast, low carb, you're not too many carbs, a low GI carb protein and lunch, and again a fat and protein evening meal. So the main difference with the carbohydrates, okay, the carby veggies, the potatoes, the rices and stuff like that, is on a non-training day you have less. Detox, okay, by removing all the sort of toxins from the body, we can get some great fat burning, because the only reason sometimes we store fat is to buffer these toxins. So 100% clean foods and lots of water. So ideally organic foods, okay, lots of water not from a tap. Sometimes, especially if you can get a good bottled water, it's got good mineral content in there. Really cleansing the body. If it's not from Mother Nature, okay, if it's not grown, or if you like meats, if it's not organically grown or fed, don't have it if you can. Make those choices. You've got nuts, seeds, berries, meat, fish, veg, okay? Removes all the toxins from your fat, okay? So when that actually does happen, you're going to feel a bit rubbish, okay? When you start getting toxins coming out of the fat stores, you tend to feel a bit rubbishy, okay? So if you speak to your trainer about that, if you're starting to get headaches, they can recommend things like hot baths, probiotics, magnesium baths and stuff like that. Just speak to your trainer if you start to feel a bit rubbishy, and headaches are just standard when you're detoxing. And it gets the body back up to full health, because it's not having to battle these toxins all the time. And allows you to be able to manage treats later on, okay? So when you've done this for 21 days, when you get back into your general life nutrition, you can make these healthy choices where you can have these treats, but you've detoxed your body, and when you have the occasional treat, it's not going to make you, put 6 pounds on just by looking at it. Okay, so this is the difference. Traditional fad diets, okay, you sort of Weight Watchers, Slimming Worlds, okay, it's all the toxins in there. You lose the body fat, so you just become a concentrated ball of toxins. And then, so when you come off your low calorie diet, you just bang it straight back on again. Well, what we do, okay, we've got all the toxicity in the body, we cleanse it all out so it's nice and lean, and then when you go back to normality and you bring in your treats now and again, okay, you don't go and get that rebound, okay? Take massive action, guys, and get massive results. One of my clients here, this is Natalie. She took massive action. She did twice. She's dropped a lot of body fat with fast. She just did, that was a before and after photo. Okay, that was 5 weeks. The main thing she did was got rid of coffee and switch from pasta to veg. She's a fantastic cook. She's Italian, and she had a partner helping her. And that's a big thing as well. If you can get your family on board and get people to help you. Don't hang around with those people that are telling you that you can't eat fat, okay? Again, what we're trying to do is get you eating natural foods, living a really sort of clean lifestyle for 21 days, and then getting back towards normality and getting a balance for the rest of the time then. Guys, I'm really looking forward to seeing how you get on doing this.